Thanks the City of Houston for participating in the Scenic City Certification Program and for achieving the certification level of Silver. So we are the first major urban metro city to earn certification in the program, which has existed now for 4 years. 42 cities across the state have been certified. These cities apply for a very detailed assessment against a standard, and then the cities accumulate points against that standard, and only some are certified and at different levels. For the City of Houston to come in at Silver, Scenic Texas and its partners think that is excellent. Shines a light on what local decision makers, local government is doing to shore up the infrastructure standards of this city. And the City of Houston is now in a position to be an example and an incentive for other cities that want to do as good of a job as Houston has done, which Scenic Texas thinks is outstanding.
Thank you, and appreciate Mark Wallace being here from the Planning Department and the other folks who are standing here with me. It is a challenge in Houston on areas like unity of design standards in an unzoned city, but when we pick up points in other areas, and we are really focusing on the public realm, I will be laying out some new sidewalk policies tomorrow at a council committee, and then look forward next month to rolling out our new policies on complete streets. So clearly the City of Houston is moving in the right direction, and we really appreciate Scenic Texas for the recognition.
And Mayor, every certification gets an award, a thing, and we're so happy to present this to the City of Houston. Right.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Any questions about Scenic Texas or Scenic certification?
And how do you spell your first and last name?
Anne, E-A-N-N-E, last name is C-U-L-V like Victor, E-R.
And did I hear you correctly that Houston is the first major metro
And come back up to the
to
microphone.
get this award?
Houston's the first major metro to earn the certification. The application process is open to cities of all sizes, and we've had from small hamlets up to large cities apply, and Houston's the first one to be.
So Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, none of them have received certification?
They have not, and they have not applied yet.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to make one point that no city is qualified to apply the program unless they have 3 base mandatory guidelines in place. One is you have to have some sort of landscaping program on your public streets or roadways. One is you have to have some sort of process to issue permits for on-premise signs separate from your building code. And the third is the city must prohibit feature any new billboards. That third one is, this program is finding many cities that have had that kind of forethought. Houston obviously has had that in place in the sign code since 1980. Many major cities do not prohibit new billboards or have a cap and replace program where the inventory never drops, and that's what catches a lot of major cities. It did not catch it.
Can you just pull up to the mic a little closer?
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I think I'm so loud.
What
so
are-
I don't need to get close to the mic.
Can you just kind of give us an idea of what allowed Houston to not only get certified, but at a silver level? I'm assuming there are lower and higher.
There are.
Silver's kind of in the middle, so.
It's an array. Again, this is a application standard where cities apply for a very detailed 360 assessment against a standard, an ideal. It's not a program where you start with 100 and take away from what a city doesn't have. You start with 0 after those 3 mandatory points. And cities accumulate points for what they do have. It ranges from attention to park trails and open spaces, lighting standards, if you have unity of design standards, graffiti ordinances, litter abatement, how you deal with screening your dumpsters. It's everything that a city can have on the books, a municipal program or ordinance adopted that affects the visual aspects of public roadways and public spaces. I say that this is not getting into residential areas. This is not assessing a commercial real estate development. It's an assessment of public roadways and public spaces.
And we're clearly not where we want to be, and we're moving in the, where we are, we're moving in the right direction, and we'd like to see our status elevated to gold in the future. And I understand that the creation of our historic districts earned us bonus points as well in this process.
Absolutely. Because the application is something that fits for any city that would like to apply, there's a significant bonus aspect where the applicant cities can talk about unique projects to their community. And it might be historic preservation, what's going on in the bayou redevelopment, what's going on about development of retention areas, et cetera, something that has to do with infrastructure. And Houston did very well in the bonus section.
We assume you have a website that explains this a little bit more detail.
do.
Could you tell us the address of that?
And it's a mouthful. It's sceniccitycertification.org.
Thank you.
It's very detailed. Thank you.
Thank y'all for being here, and thanks to the planning department for working through this process. I know anytime we have one of these national or state certifications where someone comes in and pores over the records and essentially audits us, it takes a lot of work on the part of staff. So thanks for stepping up, and thank you. We really appreciate the designation.